And welcome back to this World Cup competition in artistic gymnastics. The judges are getting ready for the women's vault final. And we've got 8 girls who has qualified for this final. We've got 2 Canadians, Elise Hopfner-Hips and Kylie Ann McCall-Stone. And from Brazil, the home hope, Laís Sousa. From Spain, we have Tanya Jenner. From Slovakia, Susana Sekharova. And the second home hope from Brazil, Diane dos Santos. And from Uzbekistan, the superb Oksana Shusovitina. From Argentina, Merlina Galera. Oksana Shusovitina had the highest qualification score of 9.2. But in picture right now, Elise Hopfner-Hips from Canada, getting ready for her first vault of 2.
First girl to get ready for the vault from Canada, Elise Hopfner-Hips. Girl who I haven't seen before. Don't think she was in the Canadian troop for the Olympics. Starting with the first vault, Yushchenko layout with a full twist. The round off and the flick-flack onto the horse, the vaulting table, and a little jump there when she lands. Nice performing from the young Canadian girl. Not that high difficulty though on that vault. Full twisting Yurchenko, start value 9.4. Score 8.9 on the first vault, and now she has to perform a second vault, and that vault has to come from another vault group. And she's doing a Sukahara layout. I think it even could have been a piked Sukahara. See here, yes, she's grabbing her legs, getting into the piked position, and that gives the start value 9.0 on the second vault. Probably a little bit too easy vaults from this Canadian girl to fight for the medals. Score for Elise's second vault was 8.325. That's not too high in this kind of competition. The average score 8.612. But this is a young upcoming gymnast. I'm sure we will see more of her in the future. There you see the both scores. 8.9 the first vault, 8.325 the second vault. And the second girl in this vault final, Kylie Stone, also from Canada. And she was in the Olympic team with Canada, ending up on 81st place, but she didn't compete all apparatus. Even Kylie performs a Yushchenko full twist. Yushchenko layout. Here she comes from the round off, the flick flack, and the full twisting, and long jump backwards in the landing. But it's a high and it's a long vault. She pikes down a little bit for the landing, and that makes the rotation speed up, and then she has to take this big steps backwards. The Canadian team, which ended up on 10th place, team competition in the Olympic Games. She had a good all-around competition in the World Championships in Anaheim in 2003, where she ended up in 13th place. Second vault, whoops, a handspring, piked somersault forward with a bad landing. The start value for both her vaults is 9.4. Here you can see she pushed from the vaulting table, a good pike, and then she over-rotates the landing. And it's a 0.5 deduction from the judges. Kylie Stone will become 18 in May this year. Living in Calgary. The next girl, which we can see getting ready to do her vault, Laís Sousa from Brazil. Here, 8.35 second vault for Kylie Stone's average score 8.475, and she's right behind her national teammate. First vault for Laís Sousa. Double twisting, Yushchenko layout. And now the start value goes up. If you compare her to the two girls competing before her, you can see she crossed her leg in the twist, and it's not a full clean landing. But not a bad vault at all from Brazil's Laís Sousa. Who will become 17 this year. Living in Ribeirão Preto, Brazil. She was the winner of this apparatus, the vault final in Cottbus this year. And with a bronze medal in Stuttgart World Cup 2004, it gives her the best competitions and results this far. Second vault, handspring piked, half twist. Nice second vault. The handspring piked Barani out. Start value 9.6. A little step in the landing, but a good vault. I think she's happy with her performance. The start value of the first vault she did, the Yushchenko double twist, was 9.8. And the score was 9.2 for the first vault of Lais Sousa, Brazil. Yeah, smiling, she looks satisfied. Second score was 9.1, and the average score 9.15, and that brings her up in the leading position. Fourth girl coming up from Spain, Tanja Gener. Starting with a layout Yushchenko 1.5 twist. Start values 9.7 for this vault. And it's a good vault. Little step in the landing, but good body position. And there you can see the number the gymnast is showing up there is the number of the vault she will perform. And the 5, which was the first number, indicates that it's another Yushchenko vault, but now she will twist the flick-flack up on the horse. Either do a half twist up on the vaulting table or a full twist. They are still the same vault group. The judge, Montserrat Ubia, give the sign for Tanja Gener to perform her second vault. And it's a full twisting onto the vaulting table and piked salto backwards. Round off, full twisting in, and a piked back somersault. Start value is 9.5 on this second vault. There has just been a change in the code of points, where they have taken down this start value a little bit. It was 9.7 before. Now the start value is 9.5. And the judge in the glasses there is from Spain, same hometown as Tanja Gener, Barcelona. Second score 8.925, and with the first vault score 9.175, the average will be 9.050, and the second place this far in the competition. When we move on to Susanna Sekirova. Starting up, handspring piked, Barani out. "21 years old, living in Trnava, Slovakia." And this girl has beam normally as her favorite apparatus, with the first place in a World Cup competition in La Serena in Chile. Start value for the first vault was 9.6. Here comes the second vault, starting with a round off. Half turn, handspring, piked. It's not a completely clean vault, the second one. But not bad at all. Here we see the round off, half turn, handspring, and the piked, and a big step to the side. And you can hear the crowd now cheering up for the next gymnast. Gymnast is Brazil's Diane dos Santos. Waiting for the score for Sekirova. First score was 8.95. And it will be a little bit lower for the second one because of the bad landing. 8.55. Start value 9.5, and the average score 8.75. Gives her the third place this far in the competition. And we look at Diane dos Santos. I think what we saw there was not the correct results this far. This girl has a lot of top results, especially on floor exercise, where she is something really extreme. I think we will see her on floor exercise later. But here comes her first vault. Yushenko layout with a 1.5 twist. A little step out, but a good vault. And this girl is something of the most powerful I've ever seen doing gymnastics. Coached by Oleg Ostapenko, the Ukraine coach, former coach of Lilia Podkopayeva, the Olympic champion from Atlanta, 96, who's now living in Brazil, coaching the national team. There we can see it. Oleg Ostapenko preparing the springboard for Dos Santos' second vault. Dos Santos, who only competed three apparatus at the Olympic Games in Athens, going for the gold in floor exercise, but she did some mistakes there and ended up on 5th place in the Olympic Games in floor exercise. Second vault, handspring, piked, almost stuck the landing there. But the vault is a little bit too easy. The first vault was a 9.7 start value with a final score of 9.2. This handspring pike, this start value 9-4, and I think she needs to add a half twist on that vault to really be up in the top positions. Of course, she's something of a home favorite here in Brazil, Sao Paulo. And we wait for her second score, which is 8.65. The average score, 8.925. Gives her the third place this far. When we move on to Oksana Shutsuvitina, the 30-year-old Uzbekistan. Handspring, front somersault, full twist. With a start value of 9.8. The first one, she's normally always in the fight for the medals. She stays a little bit in the piked position during the entire vault. That of course gives her some deductions. But 9.2 is the highest score on a single vault we've seen this far. And that's what Shutsuvitina gets for her first vault. And the second vault. This is normally Sukahara, 1.5 twist. And yes, that's what we see here. Sukahara, 1.5 twist, start value 9.8, and she's the only girl in this final performing 2 vaults of this difficulty. Oksana, who won the World Gold Medal in Anaheim 2003. She's a bit of an amazing girl, this Oksana, with her first World Championship gold medal as early as 91 in Indianapolis, where she won the floor exercise and also had a silver on a vault. And then she has lined up plenty of medals in big competitions. Second vault, also a 9.2, and that brings her up in the lead. Merlina Galera from Argentina is the last girl we see here. Starting with a Yurchenko layout, full twist. And you can see the big angle she had in the shoulder when she hits the vaulting table. Gives her a little bit of difficult to get the height in the second phase of the vault. So she has to pike down. Start value 9.4. And the score for the first vault, 8.4. 3.303 is the number of her second vault, and I think we will get to see a piked Sukahara. Yes. Tsukahara from Argentina's Galera Merlina. Big step out in the landing. You don't really get paid any high scores for this kind of a little bit too easy vault. Second score 8.25, and with an average score of 8.325, she ended up on 8th place. And the gold goes to Uzbekistan and Oksana Shusovitina. Silver to Brazil, Lais Sousa. And the bronze medal to Spain, Tanja Gener. Getting ready for the prize ceremony. Line up all the finalists in the women's vault final. Little smile there from Shusovitina. And you can hear the audience when the Brazilian girl enters the podium. Finally, the bronze medal to Tanja Gener from Spain. Fourth place is Diana dos Santos. Fifth place, Sekirova. Canada. Lise Hopfner Hibbs. Sixth place. Kylie Stone, also Canada, on 7th place. And 8th place, Merlina Galera from Argentina.
O excelentíssimo senhor presidente da Federação Internacional de Ginástica, o qual pedimos uma salva de palmas, senhor Bruno Grandi.
And the medal will be handed out by the president of the International Gymnastics Federation, Bruno Grandi.
Para o segundo colocado, o senhor secretário da Federação Internacional de Ginástica, André Castilha.
Silver medal to Lais Sousa. 17 years old in December. And the bronze to Tanja Gener. Tanja Gener, who was with the Spanish team in Athens, ending up with the team on 5th place. Tanja Gener, who's also a good bar gymnast. She had a bronze medal in uneven bars in the World Cup this year in New York, and she also had a bronze medal in the same apparatus in Cottbus this spring. Tanja Gainer is also becoming 17 this year, one of the young, new upcoming Spanish girls. Listen to the national anthem of Uzbekistan. Now to prepare for the next final, and we will move over to the women's final again, this time for the uneven bars. And we see the start list here. First up will be Diane dos Santos from Brazil, followed by Oksana Shushevitina, Uzbekistan, Tanja Gainer, Spain, and from Canada, Kylie Stone. And then we have Elise Hopfner-Hips from Canada also. We have Camila Komin from Brazil and Yufei Shang, China. And last up will be Jana Sikulova from the Czech Republic. But here comes Diane dos Santos. This is normally not one of her best apparatus. Giant 1.5 twist and the Jäger. Overshoot to handstand and a Hecht up to the high bar. One of these special requirements. And the Katakachev. And the double front dismount. Quite good routine there from Diane dos Santos. This isn't her favorite apparatus. And she's not a gymnast who normally performs a 10 start value. Here we see the dismount, double front, with a little step out in the landing. As in all apparatus, the gymnast has to perform 5 different special requirements. And the overshoot to handstand was one of these special requirements that we saw dos Santos perform. You have to do one element, one fly element from the low bar to the high bar, and on the opposite way. The overshoot was an example of that, from the high bar to the low bar. And you also have to show a flight element on the same bar, starting on one bar and grabbing the same bar again. Here we saw the mount, which fills up one of these special requirements, the fly from low bar to high bar. And in this kind of competition you also need to have a D dismount. You can see here she's not in the best body position for bar performance. A little bit arched. And there comes the overshoot to handstand, the D element, followed by the Hecht up to the high bar. And the 5th special requirement that you need is a so-called in-bar C element. You have to work close to the bar, and the difficult has to be at least a C difficult. The score for Diane dos Santos, 8.65. Second gymnast up, Oksana Shutsuvitina, Uzbekistan. Clear hip circle, full turn with a little mistake there, causes at least a 310 deduction. Giant full turn, and the kvast, 1.5 turned, and the overshoot to handstand. Not fully controlled all the time here. And the dismount, double back, full twist. Nice dismount from Oksana Shutsuvitina. Comes the mount. Up to handstand, a D start and another D with a hip circle full turn. That wasn't that good performed. And there she was standing on the low bar, and the way she did it, you can't do it without getting some deductions as well. And the nice and clean dismount, quite good landing, the double back full twist. She seems quite satisfied anyway. Now we have Spain up in the bar, preparing the grip with the magnesia. Still waiting for the score. Oksana Shutsuvitina. I guess her start value goes down quite a bit when she has a touch of the floor, which she had with the feet after the full turned clear hip circle. She don't get the value for that skill, and she loses the combination from her mount together with the hip circle. Yes, the final score is 8.0 for Oksana Shutsuvitina. And now Spain's Tanya Gainer, and there you could see a glimpse of Jesus Carvalho, there, the father of Manuel Carvalho that we saw before on pommel horse. Back straddle to handstand. Nice performance in the Ginger, named by the German gymnast Eberhard Ginger. Stalder full turn. And building up the speed for the dismount. Double back, full twist. Perfect landing. A very good routine from Tanya Gainer, Spain. Cast to handstand. Stalder with a full turn. D element. And a hecht, straddle hecht up to the high bar. One of these special requirements. And a pak salto after a Korean girl. comes the dismount, double back, full twist. With a very, very nice landing. Yes, it was a good routine from Spain's Tanya Gehner, which I think she's happy with. I didn't count exactly, but I think she could be on start value 10 with that routine. .9.4 for Tanya Gehner, a good score for that bar routine, and brings her up in the leading position after 3 gymnasts. And we move on to Canada's Kylie Stone. To handstand with half turn, D mount, cast to handstand, giant 1.5 turn, and Jäger, which she seemed to be quite far from reaching. She's a little bit on the side there. It looks quite tough when they land like that, but the mats are good and absorb the force when you land like that. So normally it's not a big problem for the gymnast to land like that. She has 30 seconds to go back to the routine, and she's up again. Overshoot to handstand, hecht to the high bar, and dismount. Double front, tucked. D-dismount, one of the special requirements that has to be fulfilled. There we can see the Jäger one more time. And you can see on her face that she didn't like that at all. But I don't think it was the hard landing as much as Kylie becoming disappointed of the mistake in her routine. She has a 6th place in this apparatus in the Continental Championships in North America from 2004 in Honolulu, Hawaii. But now she looks quite disappointed. And as I said before, the start value goes down when you do a mistake like this. The special requirements with that release goes away completely because she didn't even touch the bar. That's a 210 deduction. Plus she loses 110 for the bonus of the D that she could have got, and the combination bonus, another 10, and then the fall, 510. So it's a very expensive mistake she's doing here. The final value, the final score of Kylie Stone, 7.7. And up on the bar now, second Canadian girl seemed to do a little mistake there. Elise Hopfner-Hibbs. She's having some problems getting through the routine here. Overshoot to handstand, nice. Building up for the dismount, double layout. She made it to the finals in New York as well, in the World Cup in February, ending up there on 8th place. 1.5 turn, you can see the twist in the shoulder, making it a little bit more difficult to go straight into the Jäger, but she did it nicely. Well, there were no serious big mistakes in her routine, but I think she did some extra wrong turns in the middle of the routine that might bring down the start value a little bit. This might be the reason why the score takes a little bit time. The judges has to make sure that they have everything right on their papers. To get the start value correct. 8.7, and her start value was 9.7. That takes her up on 2nd place this far. When it's time for Camila Cumin from Brazil. Up to handstand, a D start. Giant 1.5 turn, front giant full turn, and the Jäger, she catches, nice. The double layout, sticking the landing. It's a nice routine from Brazil's Camila Cumin. This girl has become 22 years old, not a youngster anymore. Born in Sao Paulo, so this is her hometown, but she's now living in Curitiba. Coached by Oleg Ostapenko. Yes, it was a really nice routine there from Camila Cumin, and she's happy and satisfied with her performance. She has 2 medals before in World Cup competitions. It's from the last year in Brazil, from the World Cup in Rio de Janeiro, where she took the silver on beam and the bronze on floor exercise. Now she has a good chance of getting her first World Cup medal in bars. 9.3 and second place this far. Just 1:10 behind Tanya Gehner. When it's time for China's Jufei Shang. The Chinese girls are known for their excellent performance in bars. This is a quite new young girl. She's born 88. Years old. Beautiful. And the high jagger. And the pack salto down to the low bar. Building up for the dismount. Double out. Ah, it's a good landing. You could hear her little Chinese friend sitting next to the bar, sort of coaching her through the routine. I wonder what the judges think about that. In the code of point, it's clearly said that the coach are not allowed to speak to the gymnast during the routine. Here, in a way, we can see the gymnast do the coaching instead. I don't know what the judges think about that. We could hear it so clearly because she was sitting next to the microphone on the podium. But probably they won't take any deductions for that. Next girl preparing the bar is Jana Sikulova from the Czech Republic. Jufei Shang was with the Chinese team in Anaheim in the World Championships 2003, where the team ended up in 4th place. 9.475 and first place for China this far. With only one gymnast left to compete. Jana Sikulova, who has this bar as a sort of a favorite, with second place in the World Cup in Stuttgart, third place in Glasgow last year, and 5th place in Cottbus this year. Whoops, a little mistake there. Slipping with the feet and coming up in a still hanging position there. This gives deductions, of course. And the Ginger, nicely performed. Here comes the overshoot to handstand. Straddle, Stalder, half turn before the dismount, a double front tucked position. I don't think she's satisfied with that routine. She can do it better than that. But But still, she has a quite good bar routine. She did some mistakes here. There we see the Stalder half turn just before the dismount. There's the Hecht up to the high bar, which was a little bit too long, and when you come that close to the high bar, you can't get a swing after grabbing the bar. And she ends up just hanging straight under the bar. But a well-performed dismount. Living in Tisnov, coached by Stanislav Vysina. This 16-year-old girl. 8.825 takes her up to 4th place in the bar final, and I think she can be quite satisfied with this, even though she had that little mistake. But gold to China, Sufei Shang, with a score of 9.475, and silver to Spain, Tanja Ginner, 9.4, and the bronze medal goes to Brazil, Camila Kumin, 9.3. We prepare for the award ceremony. Ju Fei-shang, with a big smile, enters the podium to get the gold medal. And as you can see, she has to take a step down when she gets the medal from one of the Brazilian coaches who's been coaching Daniela Hippolito for many years. The coach who had a car accident many years ago, and now has to be in the wheelchair. And the silver medal to Spain and Tanja Ginner.
Terceira classificada com a nota 9.300.
Big smile on Tanja Ginner. Get her second medal out of 2 possible, the bronze on vault and then a silver on bars. Now the bronze medal being awarded to Brazil's Camila Kumin.
Convidamos o Sr. Luiz Bancalari, presidente da Confederação Argentina, para premiar do 4º ao 8º lugar. Quarta colocada, com a nota 8.825, Jana Sikulova, da República Tcheca.
4th place, Sikulova from the Czech Republic. And Elise Hopner-Hibbs gets 5th place. Diane dos Santos, 6th place. 7th place, Oksana Shusvitina. And Kylie Stone on 8th place. And what is now happening, I think, is a correction of the prize ceremony for the men's pommel final. While we're watching the Chinese girl performing in bars, the gold routine, I Could hear the Brazilian speaker announcing something about the pommel final. The beam is 10 centimeters wide and it's 5 meters long. And it's 1 meter and 25 centimeters above the floor. And the mats lying under, which are 20 centimeters. The beam is a bit more than a meter, 1.05 above the mats. Now we are ready to start. Kylie Stone, first up on beam. She starts with an easy mount. A little wobble there. Piked leap with full turn. D-skill. Johnson leap. Here comes an acrobatic combination. Zigzag on one layout. 2 C elements. But she goes over to the side and she's out of the beam, and that's 0.5 deduction. Which has to be done on the beam. They have even here 5 special requirements. Split leap, full turn. And the Johnson half turn. Very difficult leap. Side somersault. And the dismount. 2 flick flags and the double back tucked. Well, that was far from a perfect routine. You can see the flick flag on one arm and the layout. And she's too much to the side and out of the beam. Here comes the dismount combination, flick flag, and the double tucked. Too many steps in the landing. Girl up will be Camila Cumin. Brazilian girl who still waits for the score for Kylie Stone. But she doesn't look too sad anyway. 8.1 is her beam score. Her start value 9.6. Here comes Brazil's Camila Cumin.
Apresenta Camila Cumin, Brasil.
2 years old. One of the older girls in this competition. It's still a lot younger than Uzbekistan's Oksana Shusvitina. Round off out. Stop landing. Johnson quarter turn. Oops. She's in trouble. Somersault backwards. Clean landing. Good leap as well, and a lot of wobbling there. Tactful. All the skills are divided from A skills, which are the easiest one, up to E skills and even super E. For each D skill you do, you get 1 extra 10 bonus for the start value. Here comes this one, another D, another 10 as a bonus. If the gymnast has all the special requirements and the skills that is necessary to have, you start value 8.8, and then you add the extra difficulties you do and some combinations of difficult skills to the maximum of start value 10. But for a D skill, like the dismount that we see here, double back, you get 1 10, and for an extra E skill, you get 2 10s, and for a super E, you get 3 10s. So it's quite hard for the gymnast to get as many skills as necessary to get the start value up to 10. 6 judges giving their score. The highest score and the lowest score goes out, and the average of the middle 4 will be the final score for the gymnast. .375. So, if we compare Kamila Kumin's score now in this final, 8.375, with the qualification score she had, which was 8.425, it's just 0.05 less here in the final. Next girl coming up is one of the new little Chinese girls that I haven't had the chance to see before. Pan Pan, China. She had the highest score in the qualification, 9.25. Tact, not perfect landing. Flick flack down to sitting on the beam. Tactful. It's a D skill. The leap combination we just saw, from 2 leaps in a row, that's also one of the special requirements that has to be in the beam routine. Front aerial, walkover. The side somersault. Nice performance this far. Dismount, double tuck back. Good performance by this young Pan. And I'm sure we will be seeing much more of her in the future. Nice aerial walkover. It's a little bit hard to see all this nice flexibility and the leaps as we saw the routine from the end of the beam, but here from the side of the beam it's easier to see what she really is doing. Nice double back. Happy coach. Give the gymnast a big hug. .25 was her score in the qualification. Head judge there in the middle with the glasses from Spain, Montserrat Ubia. Calculating the start value, and 9.25. She gets exactly the same score as in the qualification, but it's enough to bring her to the top position this far. Start value was 9.7. Next girl up on the beam, Elise Hopfner-Hips. Her score in the qualification was 8.6. Beautiful combination. Side aerial walkover, flick-flack layout. Full twisted leap. And the illusion turn. Also a D skill that gives her an extra 10 bonification. Front tucked, and directly a tucked leap with full turn. Not perfect in the landing. She prepares for the dismount. Double back, tucked. A little jump in the landing, but a happy coach and a happy gymnast. The gymnast has to stay in a certain time on the beam. The minimum for the routine is 30 seconds. That's normally not the problem. The problem is to have time enough to put in all the difficulties they put in the routine, and the maximum is 1 minute 30 seconds. If the routine is longer than that, you get a small deduction. Very widespread legs in the dismount. cause a deduction from the judges as well, if they look carefully into that. With a few tenths for this routine. .075. And she's up on second place. So it's time for Spain's Patricia Moreno. That world champion was Elena Gomez. But here they have a second really top-level gymnast in Patricia Moreno. Layout as a mount. Round off, layout on the beam. High and nice perform, but a little bit twisted. Aerial walkover. Side somersault. Problem in the landing. Twisted flick flag, sitting on the beam. Split full. And the triple twisted dismount. This girl is really excellent in twisting. She performs a 3.5 twist in her floor exercise, and she's one of the first girls in the world to perform a quadruple twist in the floor exercise as well. There we see the full twisted flick flag down to sitting on the beam. And it will be very interesting to see her in the floor final later today, to see if she will perform that quadruple twist. You see how easily she twists around this triple twist in the dismount from the beam. That's an E skill, gives her 2 extra tenths for the start value. Hear the audience in the background. Maybe they can see the score before we can, and they didn't sound happy about the score. If that was the reason why they were screaming out. 9.05. 9.05, and that takes her to the second place this far. We can see they have adjusted the Canadian score. Elise Hopfner-Hibbs has been lowered 2 tenths. Maybe they found something in her start value that was wrong. Lili Wang. comes Lili Wang. Tucked side somersault. A D and an extra 10. Aerial walkover, another D. Flick flag on one arm. Tucked back somersault. Nice combination. Tucked full. A little mistake in the leap afterwards. Nice on Ordi. Tucked front. No big mistakes this far. Now just the dismount. Before she can... Yes! Beautiful routine by Lili Wang. And I guess that we will have double Chinese in the leading. We see the dismount. And now I can see the Canadian coach coming up to Nelly Kim, having a little chat, probably about the judges lowering the score of Alicia Hopfner-Hibbs. .45 for Lili Wang, and she is now on gold place. First position Lili Wang, second place Pan Pan Pan, third place Patricia Moreno from Spain. Ana Paula Rodriguez from Brazil. She had the second highest score in the qualification, 9.175. And it's her turn now to take up the fight with the Chinese girls. Tucked front dismount, it's a C element, doesn't give any extra bonification. On the beam, it's a D skill. Now she starts to get the bonus. Flick flack, layout. Flick flack is a B skill, followed by 2 C skills, and then she gets a combination bonus 10. The leap with full turn. He even called that leap a popa after a Romanian gymnast performed that leap on floor exercise. Oh. She's a little bit to the side in the landing, but she's doing a layout with 2.5 twist. For dismount, Ana Paula Rodriguez, who was competing the Olympic Games. She's 17 years old. She had a 27th place in the all-around competition in Athens. She had also a place in the final in the World Cup in Cottbus this year, ending up on 6th place. Dismount combination, round off, flick flack, and 2.5 twists. She's not all the way around in the twist. 8.5. And the audience doesn't like that. Her start value was 9.4, and I think that's lower than she's normally having. Places her on 5th place this far. One gymnast to go, Oksana Shusovitina from Uzbekistan, the 30-year-old gymnast who took her first World Championship gold medal in Indianapolis '91. Flag layout. Oksana scored 8.35 in the qualification. And if she continues competing like this, she will definitely get the higher score. Good front tuck somersault. Double tuck back. Good performance there by Oksana Shusovitina in her 3rd final here in Sao Paulo. Mount supposed to be piked front somersault, but she bends her knees a little bit. And the dismount, double back, tucked position, and a quite good landing. But I think her start value is maybe a little bit low to fight for the medals. Oksana, who now lives and competes in Germany, in Bundesliga, here gets the score of 8.8. Start value was 9.3. And she's on 5th place in the beam final. That was the last girl to compete in the beam finals today. And we can here see that we have China on gold, Lili Wang, 9.45. China on silver as well, Pang Pan Pan, 9.25, and the bronze goes to Spain, Patricia Moreno, 9.35. 2.05. Elise Hopfner-Hibbs on 4th place. From Canada, Oksana Shusovitina. Uzbekistan 5th. Ana Paula Rodriguez on 6th place. Camilla Kumin on 7th. And Kylie Stone from Canada on 8th place. And Lili Wang will get her gold medal with a score of 9.45. Start value was 10, and I'm sure she will be in the top gymnastics for long now. 2nd place, Pan Pan Pan. And as I have said before, beam is really one of the best apparatus for the Chinese girls, together with bars, where they have excellent technique. They've had a little more problems to get the really top positions in beam and floor, but some new girls have come up last year to really do top results even in floor and vault. Bronze medal goes to Patricia Moreno from Spain with a score of 9.05. Chinese girl, Pan Pan Pan, as you can see here, 7th gymnast to go, Diane dos Santos, Brazil. Finishing with Argentina's Merlina Galera. And I have to say that the biggest favorite in this final has to be Diane dos Santos.
Assistiremos agora a grande final do solo feminino. Se apresenta Laís Souza, do Brasil.
First gymnast to compete, Laís Souza, who just had some good results in World Cup Cottbus a few weeks ago, where she won the floor exercise. No, sorry, she won the vault competition and she got the silver on floor exercise. Perform double Arabian, punch front. Two and a half twist, punch full. And there you can see she was out of the line. That's 110 deduction. Girls has to perform 5 different special requirements. Sukahara, double back, full twist. One of the special requirements was the one she fulfilled in her first diagonal. You have to perform an acrobatic diagonal with 2 vaults, 2 somersaults in the same diagonal. Whoops, and there she's out, ending up with a triple twist. And she is under-rotated and has to put the hand in the floor. And that means she probably won't get a medal this time in floor exercise. There you can see the full in. And the triple twist. Nope, it's the 2.5 punch full. It landed a bit outside of the floor exercise area. There you can see the under-rotated triple twist. And one more time. But she doesn't look too sad. This 16-year-old girl will become 17 in December. Training for the head coach, Oleg Ostapenko. And the audience didn't like the score there for Lai Sousa. I just saw a glimpse of the score. I think it was 8.3. But that's not too strange with one fall and being out of the exercise area once as well. But I really liked her first tumble, the double Arabian punch front. Second gymnast waiting to start, Argentina's Aylen Gonzalez. Gonzalez, who scored 8.2 in the qualification. Also starting with a double Arabian, not the punch front, but a fall. That takes 5/10 away from her, and also the bonus for the E skill that the double Arabian is. So it's very expensive to fall on these difficulties. More special requirements that the girls has to show in the floor exercise. You have to perform what we saw there, and as I said before, a tumble with at least 2 somersaults in the same diagonal, and the other 4 is ending with a D dismount. The last acrobatic skill has to be at least a D skill. They have to do a pirouette. And the pirouette has to be at least a B skill. They have to show 2 leaps directly after each other. And they have to show at least 3 different somersaults in the floor exercise. This is her last tumble, double piked. And the double back piked is a D skill, so she fulfilled that requirement. Here we not see a Brazilian girl, but it's Oksana Szuvitina, Brazilian dressed up. We're waiting for Gonzalez's score. Remember, she fell on her first tumble, so we can't expect her to get the top score here. 8.2 in the qualification. Will probably go down a bit here. 7.825. Her start value was 9.1. When it's time for Patricia Moreno from Spain. The winner of the World Cup in floor exercise in New York in February this year, and the bronze medal in the same apparatus from the Olympic Games in Athens. Patricia scored 9.525 in the qualification, so this will really be interesting to see. Whip back, flick flack, and a pike to Sugahara. Comes the 3.5 twist. I don't know if we will see her perform the quadruple twist, but still the 3.5 twist is a very difficult skill. Two and a half twist, punch front layout. That was the pirouette we saw there as she performed the double pirouette with the leg up like she had it. It's a D skill. Final tumble, a triple twist. Yes, it was a nice performance there by Patricia Moreno. I don't think it was clean enough to get a score as high as in the qualification, though. And even if we didn't get the chance to see her quadruple twist, we saw her do both a 3.5 twist and a triple twist. Here the first tumble, double piped full in. There we had a beautiful 3.5 twist. 2.5, punch front layout. And the final triple twist. And I think, I'm quite sure that with all these good tumbles, she should be at start value 10. .125. She looks a little bit surprised. But she's in the top position after 3 gymnasts. Now from China, Xia Lin. 16-year-old. Coming to be 17 in July. Double back full in. Triple pirouette, D-skill, fulfills the special requirement. Twist. Finishing here, the double piked back. That's a nice floor exercise. This young Chinese girl who scored 9.125 in the qualification. So she had the same score in the qualification as Patricia Moreno got here in the final. So this could be a big fight between the both girls. Triple pirouette. And a triple twist. You can see she crossed the legs a little bit.
Atenção, serviço de utilidade pública. A garotinha de 10 anos, Nathalie. Seu tio Luiz de Asenco aguarda no portão 15.
And the last tumble, the double piked back. 9.125, the score of Patricia Moreno.
Queremos agradecer a Polícia Militar, que está dando apoio a esse evento, e a Nathalie já foi comprada.
9.075 for Xia Lin.
E atenção para a nota da ginástica chinesa Xia Lin.
Yes, it's still Spain.
9.700.
Top.
Nota final, 9.075.
E apresenta Elise Hopner-Hips, do Canadá.
It's time for Elise Hopner-Hips from Canada. World Cup in New York. Oh, deep landing there. But she managed to keep her hands away from the floor. Double Arabian, also a little bit low in the landing. These deep, low landings could still cost her a lot of deduction. The gymnast cannot have as much as 3/10 deduction on one single skill if they want to keep the bonus for the difficulty. Double piped back, and she's out of the 12 times 12 area. Way back, flick flag, and a double twist. Well, what we could see there was a final tumble with just a C skill as her last somersault, and that gives her 2/10 deduction because one of the special requirements was finishing with a D skill. And each of those 5 special requirements is 0.2. Spreading her legs to get the rotation in the double piked back. And of course, that's also a deduction from the judges. Hopfner Hibbs, who had the lowest score in the qualification to get to the final, 7.475. Right now we have Patricia Moreno in the lead with a score of 9.125, followed by China's Xia Lin, 9.075. Third place this far, Lais Sousa from Brazil, 8.4. 7.7 for Elise Hopfner Hibbs. Start value was 9.0. Then we can figure out that she didn't get paid for all the difficulties she showed for exercise. Now we're looking at Pan Pan Pan, one of the two Chinese girls. 2.5 twist punch full. That's 2 leaps in a row, one of the special requirements. It was supposed to be a double full and a 1.5, but she's not all the way around in those leaps. The judges are very strict on twisting around all these leaps. Double pike back. When I look at the choreography of this floor exercise. I'm quite sure that the choreographer should be Popa, Adrian Popa, the Romanian choreographer working in France. And a triple twist. Nice floor exercise there from Pan Pan Pan. I know that Adrian Popa is working with a Chinese team, helping them with the floor exercise choreography. I would say that this was a typical Popa floor exercise. Nice up there on the toe and the triple pirouette. And the double back pike. Pan Pan Pan, who is a new girl. For me, I haven't seen her before. And who already has a silver medal with her from this competition, from the beam final. 9.050. That puts her on third place this far, just behind her national teammate, Xialin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will see Diane dos Santos, this powerful girl from Brazil.
Dos Santos, do Brasil.
Start with. That's a super E-skill. Gives her 3/10. And the double Arabian tucked. And E-skill, giving her another 2/10. Third tumble, doubly out. Not completely clean though, but that's a quite common start for many girls. The tumble she performs in her third diagonal. She scored 9.5 in the qualification. Finishing with a double pike back.
Essa foi a apresentação de Diane dos Santos do Brasil.
And I'm quite sure that we saw the go floor exercise there. From the strong, explosive and powerful Diane dos Santos. Whip back, flick flack, and the double tucked Arabian. She's born 83, so she's 22 years old. Living in Porto Alegre. Coached by Oleg Ostapenko and Irina Ilyashenko, two Ukraine coaches. And the score for Diane Dos Santos, 9.5. You can hear how thrilled the audience becomes. One gymnast to go. Merlina Galera from Argentina. Whip back, flick flack, and a double pike to start with. Just on the line there. .5 was her score in the qualification. Sorry, it's 1.5 twist. It's a big difference here between the tumble. If you look at this Argentina girl and Diane Dos Santos, of course. A double twist. Ending there. A floor exercise. Merlina Galera. Then she missed out the special requirement, the D final, in the last diagonal, ending with a double twist, which is only a C skill. Diagonal, the whip back, flick flack, double pike gives her 2/10 bonification. So if she didn't have anything else that gives her bonus in the floor exercise, I'm not sure of that, but then she could be on start value 8.8. And then, of course, she has nothing to do with the fight for the medals. But still, Merlina Galera has only been in one final in the World Cup before. That was in uneven bars in La Serena. In the World Cup last year, 2004. Diane Dos Santos. She's quite amazing, this girl. She has so many different, difficult acrobatic skills that she can change her floor exercise from time to time. Sometimes I have even seen her competing on the double Arabian layout. And Merlina Galera's score there, 7.975. Putting her on 6th place. So the gold medal goes to Diane Dos Santos, 9.5. Silver medal to Spain, Patricia Moreno, score was 9.125. Bronze medal to China, Xialin, 9.075. can see a lot of crying Brazilians in the audience. Very touched by the performance from Diane dos Santos. Of course, this is what the Brazilian audience wanted to see, a gold medal to Brazil here in the women's last final. So we saw Dos Santos perform a double piked Arabian, a whip back flick flack double tucked Arabian, a double layout, finishing with a double piked back. If you add to that she can do a double Arabian layout. And I've also seen her competing on a very well-performed triple twist. You understand that this girl is full of power and difficult skills. And 45 centimeters tall, 42 kilo. This little powerful tumble machine.
Da premiação para os exercícios de solo. Em 8º lugar, com 7.700. Elise Hoffner-Hitz. Convidamos o senhor Bruno Grande para entregar o diploma à ginasta do Canadá. 7ª classificada. Com a nota 7.825.
The girls getting their diplomas from the FIG president, Bruno Grandi. And now, suddenly, the prize ceremony starts from the back. I'm quite sure they want to finish with a big cheer for the Brazilian gold. 8th place, we had Canada's Alicia Hoffner-Hibbs. 7th place, Maylin Gonzalez from Argentina. Score was 7.825. 6th place was also for Argentina, Merlina Galera, 7.975. And we could hear the audience cheer there for Lai Sousa from Brazil. We got the 5th place with a score of 8.4. 4th place, Pan Pan Pan, China. 9.05. And it's time for the medalist. Starting with the gold. With a score of 9.5, Diane dos Santos. And there we have Bruno Grandi handing out the gold medal.
Em segundo lugar, com a nota 9.125, Patricia Moreno.
Second place, and the silver medal goes to Spain. Patricia Moreno with a score of 9.125.
São Paulo para fazer a premiação.
Patricia Moreno, who scored 9.525 in the qualification. Didn't manage to repeat that excellent performance, but still she shows that she is one of the world's best floor exercise gymnasts. Bronze medal, third place to China, Xia Lin, with a score of 9.075.
Convidamos a todos para que ouçamos o hino nacional.